we've got a little secret for you. Some of your favorite restaurants may actually have more to offer you than what meets the eye. It's called a secret menu, and lots of places are catching on.
That's right. In fact, we're about to go inside Sonic's new test kitchen. We'll see how items at some of the big chains are being marketed with a sort of hush-hush campaign.
Something we're working on today in the 007 kitchen.
We may have some right here.
Consider executive chef Klaus Peterson Sonic's James Bond.
That works for me.
Here, the Swedish chef follows a simple rule.
That's why we're on the planet, to eat.
In Sonic's new state-of-the-art test kitchen at their Bricktown headquarters, no food is off limits.
Different pastries.
As vendors send samples.
That's very good, yeah.
Cool.
And not too sweet.
That may end up on Sonic's menu 12 months from now.
One product that you see as a limited time offer in springtime, that started off as probably 50 or 60 different ideas.
Sonic also claims to be able to make more than 1 million drink combinations, with many gaining popularity through a sort of secret menu. A top request?
Dr. Van Limer, Dr. Pepper, vanilla, and lime.
Sonic isn't the only one offering items not seen in pictures and print. So we went shopping for secrets.
And a tall butterbeer frappuccino.
Online, we found a long list of drinks on a Starbucks secret menu.
Pump of toffee nut syrup.
And how to make them.
And caramel drizzle on top. That sounds good. Anything else there? The password's Firefox.
Sorry?
Never mind, that's all.
There's no password. I just felt cool saying it.
I'd like to order a meat mountain.
And Arby's had a $10 stack of just that.
I'd like to order something off the secret menu.
Online talk of a chicken quesadilla at Chick-fil-A turned into a real adventure.
Second Street store is the only one in Edmond that actually honors the secret menu.
How did that go?
We do not have a chicken quesadilla. All we have is what you see on the menu.
Did you guys ever have a chicken quesadilla?
Not that I know of.
Is this chicken quesadilla kind of like a unicorn?
The restaurant chain?
Password Yahtzee?
Seemed annoyed.
That did not go well.
HackTheMenu.com shows us what is supposedly being offered, and we had success at Taco Bell and Panera as well. But back at the 007 test kitchen,
I had a piece of each, but I necessarily don't swallow everything.
we didn't have the heart to tell Klaus some secret menu items
You never heard of a Dr. Van Limer?
No, sir, I haven't. Hang on 1 minute.
seemed to be for his eyes only.
All right, butterbeer latte. I don't know.
No, not for me.
She's going to go. Well, guess what? Believe it or not, we've got a secret of our own. DelmarvaLife Sean Streicher knows his way around the kitchen. Thank you for joining us this afternoon.
So what are we making?
All right. Well, first off, people are always surprised when they hear that I get in the kitchen and cook.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I don't know why. They're just like, really? You cook?
Yeah.
You're
I
right,
do.
Andy, you don't cook.
I do. So we're gonna make today. It's called a Mexi-Cali dip, and it's very simple. My
Okay.
sister showed me this, and what I found is it's kind of like a hybrid. So it's a dip, and if you want to throw in some pasta, then it makes a really good pasta salad as well.
And there's the ingredients.
There you go. So really, you need it's a box of cherry tomatoes. You need 2 avocados, a can of black beans, 1 can of Mexi-Cali corn, which you can make or you can buy in a can. So pretty much all it is corn with some red and green peppers.
Okay.
Orzo pasta, that's what we're using for our pasta salad, and feta cheese.
Okay, so get
Really
us started.
simple.
You get to put
So
us
like
to
I said,
work.
yeah. So all right. So you get the box or a container of the tomatoes. Jimmy, you have some in front of you. I cut up some beforehand. You're gonna cut them into eighths. So in half,
okay.
in half, in half
I don't know
again.
if I can
No, a
do that,
little
but-
geometry
Yeah,
here.
then we run up with
Okay.
an eighth.
Now what am I
Lisa
going
and
to
I,
do?
we're gonna cut up the avocados. So we
Okay.
need 2 avocados.
All right.
A trick I do is
Oh, like it scares me.
well, there's a pit in the middle, so be careful. But there's a pit. I slice it in half. You can use the
I think
cutting
I'm
board
going
if you want. Just spin it. Make sure they're ripe.
Yeah.
You know,
Right. Is that important?
Do you remember when Jimmy shot the avocado pit across the studio? Do you remember that?
I remember hearing about that. And then you can just use, if you want to pull it out, but I use the actual skin to cut the avocado into cubes inside of
Oh,
it. So you cut it into slices.
Okay.
And then
You
you
know,
don't
that's
even-
really
Now,
not
yes,
a great way
if you
to
do
that.
this at home, please be careful so
Yeah,
that you don't cut yourself
don't do it
up.
the way Sean's doing it.
Don't do it the way I'm doing it. I see. You know what? I don't like the cleanup process.
Oh,
So
okay.
if I can avoid using a cutting board, I do that at all costs.
I see.
Okay, so
Even if
what-
it means your hand.
costs.
The
You know,
cost is
whatever
your
you
hand.
have
You know,
to
when
do,
I
so-
started, I had 4 fingers. I don't know what happened.
That's what, yeah. All right, so then we have a big bowl.
Okay.
And
Yes, big bowl.
There's nothing you need to cook, which is really nice about this.
Oh, yeah.
So the first thing you do is you dump the
The black
beans
beans,
in.
yeah.
All right, then you dump the corn in.
Okay.
and then you dump the tomatoes in. Okay.
Okay.
Now, if you're doing this ahead of time, you can put all 3 of those in at first. You want to wait until you're ready to serve it before you put the feta cheese and the actual avocados in.
Yeah.
That tends to turn brown. The cheese will turn brown because of the beans and the avocado.
Oh, I didn't think about that.
How am I doing on my
Yeah.
avocado? I don't think I'm doing very
It's okay.
well.
It doesn't matter because we're going to mix it all together.
Oh, okay.
All right. So once we
Okay.
have it, we just scoop out the avocado.
Okay, I'm gonna let you do
Again,
that.
I'll scoop it out. Yeah.
How you doing over there, Jimmy, with those
I'll
tomatoes?
tell you what,
doing
I am
good.
just eighth and away over here.
Now, there are several ways you can get the shopping list and instructions on how to make this recipe. You can send a self-addressed stamped envelope to 1729 North Salisbury Boulevard, Salisbury, Maryland, 21801. You can also go to WBOC.com and click on our picture at the top of the page, or give us a call, 443-880-9116.
I'm trying to salvage your avocado.
My salvage, I don't know if it's salvageable.
It is. It's okay. It's all right. Like I said, everything's getting mixed together. Jimmy, throw in your tomatoes in there.
I want you to know I counted eighths every time, and somehow
Eighths.
on one of them I came up with 9. So I don't know how I
Okay.
did that.
So you mentioned that you don't have to cook anything, but you
don't.
also mentioned that we use pasta.
Okay, so that's the little exception in the rule. If you want to
Okay.
make it into a pasta salad, you do have to prepare the pasta ahead of time, and we did. It's in the freezer. We're using orzo pasta, but bow tie pasta, penne pasta, it all works the same. I did add a little olive oil in it. That helps prevent it from sticking.
Okay, so can
All
we
right.
go ahead and taste it?
We can taste it. So, all right, so we're ready to eat. So I'm going to
Okay.
add the feta cheese.
Jimmy and I are impatient.
I know. So we're going to mix it
Especially
all up.
Jimmy.
You guys are a little impatient. That's okay.
Okay.
So we're going to mix it all up. And this is really healthy, too.
Ah.
As you can see. And
You start talking food, you never wait too long. And? Pretty good?
Pretty good, not
Okay.
bad.
And so, like I said, this is just the dip. And if we want to turn it into a pasta salad,
I'm a
Oh,
feta
Now it's
salsa.
out. Everyone knows. And DelmarvaLife, don't go away. We'll be back in a moment.
Dude, get out the way.
Yep.